Neutral 1. Position neutral 1. Slide down. 45 degrees. Neutral 2. Like this. Over here. Neutral 3. So these are the first 3 neutral positions. Neutral 1. Neutral 2, 45 degrees. Neutral 3. Go there. Neutral 4. So if you notice, neutral 1, a lot less confrontational. Step up, neutral 2, 45 degree, because this is pointing at the opponent's face. So they cannot gauge the length of your weapon. Also, easiest direct attack to the eyes. Okay. Neutral 3, 2, 3. 3, just slightly more confrontational. 4. So these are neutral positions, because why? From any position, you gotta be able to attack or defend both sides, right? Now, neutral 1, you gotta be able to cover the first 2. Staff is the 1. Then the 1 gets divided into 2. Yin and yang, or and yang, or broken line and continuous line, like on the flag. So, from here, the skill is the thrust. Bend the knees, shift back, follow, and thrust right to the eye. Again, knees slightly bent so you can move easily. Push off the front of your foot, you push back to back stance, you put your weight and you move quickly and thrust right to the eye. That is the Now the yang. Bend, slide. See that? As I'm doing so, I'm going to slide back right now with the right. But you do also the left. So with the right, here, back the same way, see that? And straighten down. Good. And that. Again. And slide as you move back. And down. Your body weight brings the step, power down. Good. Now with the opposite leg, same thing. Down. Good. And then back. Down. Shift. Neutral 1. Neutral 2. A little bit. I shift forward. A little bit. Thrust. Eyes. Again. Here. Thrust. Good. Then yang. Here, bend, and thrust. Again. And push back. Thrust. Next. Bend. Back. Down. Bend. Step back. Raise. Straighten down. Okay, so you're gonna practice and memorize from neutral 1, 2, and 3.
Sir.
Right? So that's going forward. Attackers coming from the front. But then you have to master attacker coming from the back. This way. Neutral 1. And bend. When it moves this direction, the opponent experiences me moving away, as in retreating. They also don't notice where my staff is, because now it's covered, my hand position. And when I change directions, they walk back basically into the strike. And the strike is eyes and throat. This is the primary. There's one more primary, groin. Those are your targets with your thrust. Good. So then, continuous line. Watch, bend. Shifting. Move away. Striking down. Good. Back. Okay, so how to maneuver your staff from a neutral position is key. There are many people that can impress you. Don't want to staff in the air, catch behind your back, blah, 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 blah. The truth of the matter is, they don't have the tactics and the right skill to make the staff a deadly weapon. Yes, they can hurt some people. All that practice, flipping, throwing in the air, the skill level is here for actual combat value. And it should be here. So the most important thing is knowing how to, from the neutral positions, how to strike instantaneously with ferocious power. Okay, great speed, using minimum effort to achieve maximum efficiency. So all the same apply. Look, from neutral 2, neutral 3, you gotta be able to attack any direction. So when it comes to my left, how do I thrust? It's very instantly. Right? To my right. So once you master the 2 basics, the broken line, thrust and the strike, yin and the yang, from a front attacker, from a rear attacker, from a left attacker, from a right attacker. After that, then you have to have the angles, 45 to the front. So whether I'm this way or this way, it's the same. Attackers coming from this direction, it's an easy adjustment. Once you have the angles from the front, then you need the angles from behind. Angle, angle, angle. Once you have all 8, now you become efficient in defending yourself instantaneously with the 2 basic methods of striking. The thrust and wide strike. Once you have that, next level is 2 attackers. Now there were 2 attackers, front and back. That's difficult. Left and right, sides and sides. angle and angle, angle and angle. And once you have that, the next level is various angles, front and side. What's that mean? Say 1 and 2, or 1 and 2. Now it's just not front and back. So now, 1, 2. Understand?
Sir.
So, this requires a little bit of practice, a lot of thinking. This basic math. So first you begin with, the attack is coming from the front. You can start working just with neutral 1, if you choose, and do front, back, left, right, then angle left, angle right, then rear angle left, and rear angle right. Work on that, and then you can work from here also. And then you can work from here. So now you'll have to keep your own personal chart to keep track of where you are and keep track of where you're having problems. This is how you will build your skill and develop a deep understanding of this weapon. So start with neutral 1. Once we have that, and then we go with partners. Okay. On your own. Right from here. Attack is coming from the front.
Yes.
Start from neutral 1. Every time you shift, when I turn this way, that's the new front, that's the new back, that's the new side. Here's your exercise. We're starting at the front. You have to cover all 8 areas, all 8 directions, right? With at least one of the 2 strikes. You have to end up in front. So we start with front, end in front. How's that go? Oh, by the way, if you notice, there were times I went forward, there were times I went back. Because there are times you may have to go forward, and times you may have to go back.
Sir.
Understand? So you have to work both ways.
Sir.
So, neutral 1. Maybe I start forward, if I start back, I start forward. So now look, oh, front. So back, no, just watch, So back is easy. See that? Oh, angle. Oh, this angle. See what is happening? I come up, how many directions so far?
4.
4. Okay, and see that? See what I'm doing? What am I doing? 6. What am I doing?
Going back.
Right? This is what I'm doing?
Going back.
Let me get back to the front. Okay, so now I covered 8 directions, but how many steps did it take me to do that?
1 step each direction.
Are you sure? How many steps in total did I take? How many strikes in total did I do?
9.
Okay. So you're gonna count your steps. Understand?
Sir.
But you have to make sure you get all 4 directions. Okay, sometimes it takes a little more to get back to the beginning. That's the exercise.
4 directions or 8 directions?
8 directions. 8 directions. Now watch. This is your speed. That's your speed. See that? Later on, you move your staff differently. Right? That's your speed. Understand?
Sir.
Okay. Begin. Slower. 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 You guys are kind of close. Supposed to be 6 feet apart, right? Oh, you can't do too much thinking. Just move slower. You got to keep moving. Oh yeah, bro. Okay, so this will be available to you. You go to practice. So staff comes down to 2 basics, the thrusting and the striking. And then the 8 directions. And then moving forward or backwards. So once you have that, you have a good grasp of how to use the staff. You need to practice it because these are valuable skills that most people don't get.
Sir.
Okay, there are millions of staffs being sold. Everybody's twirling them. Some are doing some serious work, some serious forms, but most is more flash. Okay, only a few. There's only a few schools that are teaching the staff to be a real weapon. Right, so now you have your first step. No matter what level you are, right, you can master this quickly. It takes 10 days. 10 days, okay, your staff becomes a weapon. Dahe practices for 10 days. For 10 days, her staff becomes a weapon. Given 2 or 3 hours a day. Question?
I keep my staff right at the front door so I can use it.
By your front door?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Make sure you jump back because it's a long weapon.
Yeah.
Can you through the range? All right. I use more like a short staff that range. Okay, now, sword.
Sir.